What's going on, y'all? So, today I wanted to talk about this article that had came out, right? With this lady who was holding 26 children. 26. 26 children, right? Under a fucking daycare. And, you know, this is the shit that I be talking about. Before we even continue with this individual, I want to talk to y'all about something because I've spoke on this shit in the past where I told you about all of these people who abandon the abandonment of children. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is real. And this is what's going on a daily basis. What has been going on for a daily basis. Y'all sending y'all kids off to school, daycare, babysitters, just so you can get some time for yourself or you gotta get away. There shouldn't, like y'all, bro, y'all don't understand. It should not be like that. We went from to actually taking care of the kids to now we sending them off to somebody else because we can't deal with it. When we don't even realize, like, bro, I've spoke about this shit so many times. This is where abandonment comes in. When you're so focused on this fucking system and this game that was created that has no beneficial, it's not beneficial whatsoever towards you, but you ain't got no choice. So you go ahead right along with the system. You go ahead and get you a birth certificate. You take your kid to the hospital. You sign you sign him away. You go get you a 9 to 5 and go get you a motherfucking job. You go and send your kid off to these fucking schools and daycares and shit. Cause I need some time for myself. See, that's what y'all don't understand. The time and all that shit that you have for yourself to focus on you and the children that you may possibly have is being stripped away when you're basically motherfuckers fall in love with this system and act like there's no way to fight against this shit or no way to find a different route to go down. You feel me? You sitting up here watching football, you sitting up here working all these hours. You sit here, you gotta worry about rent. It's so much worry and so much bullshit in your day that you don't even have the time to take away for yourself, let alone your kid. That's what we talk about, the kids right now. Because I ain't got kids yet, but that don't mean I ain't seen the shit that's taking place right in front of me with other families. And their kids is out here fucking wild, wandering the streets, walking home alone from school. But the second that something happens, that's when you want to get out bawling, crying, and drop to your knees and shit, and doing all this extra shit. Where was all that compassion and all of that shit when you dropped your kid off at daycare, kindergarten, high school, whatever? You start this abandonment shit, they make you start this shit off early as fuck. As early as daycare and kindergarten. When those are the years, I believe, that the kid is supposed to be with the mother and the father and all of that shit so they can have actual growth and development. You sending your kids off to this fucking school to be taught death and destruction. Listen, you don't have to believe shit I'm saying. Go within yourself. Find it out yourself. And you gonna know. You're going to start to see this shit. You're going to start to see it. And it just kills me because when you speak like this, motherfuckers is so motherfuckers is so brainwashed by this to the point where they will literally snap out at you. They will try to counter everything that you're saying right now. It don't matter if it's factual or not. Your kids are being taught death. Not only that, these teachers, they don't give a fuck about these kids. Come on now. We all been, bro. When I was in high school, bro, and growing up in high school and all that shit, teachers did not give a fuck. They was just there to teach their fucking curriculum, whatever they told to do, and get on with their fucking day. There are those teachers who act like they care, but really in reality, they're not helping you at all. Them teachers that, oh, I want to see you do better. I want to see you go to college. Nigga, that's all they know. Y'all don't understand that all of this shit is a fucking game, man. This economic system, the political system, the entertainment, all of this shit. It's because these motherfuckers are bored. They don't have nothing after this. So they take shit that goes on in this world very seriously. The degrees and the diplomas and the money, this is all shit that they created. So any motherfucker, I mean not motherfucker, but any person that's out there that's either watching this video or going through this situation where they gotta worry about rent, they gotta worry about money, you gotta understand, you should not never feel ashamed. This ain't our game. It's not. We didn't create this shit. I don't feel bad for it. I don't, bro. People gotta understand that this shit was given to us. So then, after all that, the abandonment and the time that's not focused on the children, and then on top of that, y'all letting them feed y'all children, and y'all also feeding y'all children bullshit. When we was in school, bro, all we ate was, for breakfast, they would give us fucking cereal, probably a muffin, and they'd try to cook breakfast, but don't nobody be eating that shit. And then lunch came around, and we was eating pizza and subs and pasta and all this, the same shit every fucking day. And then they wonder why the kids are in the hallways scrapping, in the fucking gym, you know, wilding out and doing all this extra shit, and they can't control themselves. What you intake has a large effect on how you act. You eat like an animal, you're going to end up acting like you're going to develop animal characteristics. But motherfuckers don't hear me though. They think that this shit is just, this whoa, no, this is more than, So let me get on to this topic, right? Speaking about this individual who had 26 kids under the fucking daycare. Let alone she didn't even have a license to daycare or whatever the fuck it is you gotta do. I'm gonna post the link to the article in the comments, and I want y'all to go read through that article because this is the sickest shit I have ever seen. One of the sickest shits. Because we don't know what she was doing to those kids. This is what I was talking about in the videos that I made in the past, talking about how these motherfuckers are snatching. They're doing more. Listen, you think they just on the street snatching motherfuckers up. They in the schools. They everywhere. They doing this shit everywhere. There's no telling what she was doing with these fucking kids. It got so bad to a point that there was an article that said that there was officers that actually went to the daycare and was questioning the lady, and she was talking about, oh, there's no kids or nothing here, but they could hear it. They can hear children crying or some shit and music playing, and they found a seam or whatever of a fake wall, and behind that wall was another wall or whatever. They moved that back, and there were the kids with wet diapers and sweating, and they was just petrified. And, you know, after seeing this, do you seriously want to continue sending your kids to these motherfucking daycares? And this isn't the first time they had a little oopsie at a fucking daycare center. Not only that, these fucking, bro, oh my God, bro. It's like, shit like this happens because it's like a test. It's a test, and people not realizing that. You're not realizing it. You still want to send your kids off to these motherfuckers that's not doing nothing for your kids. And motherfuckers always want to talk about how we gonna survive if we ain't got no job. Nigga, it's so many ways out here to make money besides clocking the fuck in for somebody. Not only that, I don't give a fuck about what you say. I take my mental health and my well-being more serious than a fucking job. Especially when it comes to my kid. If it's time being taken away from my kid, my nigga, I'm going to do my best to focus on putting more time towards that kid. Not more time trying to chase this money and, you know, so I can provide. And if I don't provide, I get made less of a man or less of a woman or all this bullshit that comes with so-called failing in this system when you don't have a 9-to-5, or you don't have all the money and you don't have fucking diploma and all of this bullshit that was created as it's a game. It's a game. And then shit like this happens with these fucking kids. They getting snatched up on the streets. They getting snatched up at the schools. It's happening all around you. And motherfuckers will see this video or they'll see that shit and still wake up and get their kids ready for school the next day. Just with a little extra protection. Make sure that you watching out. I don't get it. I don't get this shit, y'all. Like on some real shit, like, I'm just tired of it. And I don't give a fuck what anybody gotta say. I'm gonna keep speaking on this shit until it's done with. And this shit is ending very fast. Shit is crazy. That's really all I had to say for today, man. I just wanted to speak on this because what killed me the most about this shit was the simple fact that this lady only got 6 years. 6 years. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Had that been somebody like me or anybody that's of a different ethnicity, black, so-called black, that nigga would have got life. That nigga would have at least got hit with like 60 years or something. He would have got smacked with charges. This lady got 6 years. 6 years. And I don't know if they let out how long she's been doing this, but it doesn't matter. It's the simple fact that it happened. When are we gonna start taking this shit serious? When? I'm seeing kids out here, like I said, walking alone throughout the streets, walking to school by themselves. Out here, it's dark as fuck outside right now. It's like 12 or something right now, but still, it be kids out here walking 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I used to be one of those kids. Out here, walking these fucking streets. Whether I be alone or with somebody. And we don't take it serious when somebody tells you, like, listen, these motherfuckers is out here doing shit. That just goes completely over your fucking head. But you know what, man? That's all I had to say for today, man. I'm out. I just hope that whoever sees this video, it's not just a video. It's a fucking message. It's a message. You gotta wake yourself the fuck up and see what you involving yourself with. And what you're doing mostly to your kids, because that's what this video is mostly about. The abandonment. And you give these motherfuckers off to, you don't even know who. You don't even know, you don't, listen, that's the thing. Like, I know I'm continuing and ranting and all that shit, but y'all gotta listen. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you dropping your kid off to a location that he or she doesn't know shit about, to a bunch of people, to a building filled with a bunch of people that you don't know. But you just expect them to teach your kid the best shit and everything they need so they can survive in this false system. That shit sound funny to me. That sound funny to me. You don't know any of these motherfuckers that work at this school, which is why shit like this happens when you drop your kid off at a fucking daycare and they end up in a fucking basement. But what the fuck do I know? You know what I'm saying? That's really all I had to say for today, man. I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow speaking on this fucking TikToker. Y'all ain't going, man, this shit is just crazy. I'm out. Peace, appreciation, and value. I'm out.